Hello, lovely tennis fans, and welcome to the platform once again. And in this episode, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to analyze the news before the Australian Open. Yeah, so many arrivals coming up. Our own founder of Kilo, Naomi Osaka, has arrived in Melbourne, has arrived in Australia, Melbourne, and then some other stars are arriving, and so many preparations for this encounter. But the great news so far is the uncertainty regarding Novak Djokovic's participation in the Australian Open. So before I proceed with my analysis, if it happens to be your first time running through this episode, please do well to hit the subscribe button. Yeah, this is the most engaging tennis show on this YouTube platform. So don't be left out in joining the family, and smash the notification bell so that when I upload videos, you will be alerted and notified. And then comment to agree or disagree with me in the comment box down below. Smash the like button if you enjoy my presentation, and then share the program, most importantly, to as many viewers as possible. Kilo founder Naomi Osaka has arrived in Australia to defend her Australian Open after 4 months of going off the tennis game as a result of mental health and other personal issue. And it also coincided with Dominic Thiem, who announced his pull out from the tournament, the Australian Open. And Tennis Australia boss Craig Tiley has organized 17 charter flights. Yeah, 17 charter flights running across the world to bring tennis players as well as tennis staff to come and feature to prepare adequately for the Australian Open. And so many news are coming up. I saw one of the, I think, competing tennis stars, Shapovalov, was that has tested positive for COVID-19. And so many issues are coming up. In the moment, I will go through the tabloids to see how it's the arrivals and other stuff's news regarding the Australian Open has been captured so far. Let me go to Fox Sports Online. Fox Sports Online, yeah. And Australian Open champ arrives down under for long-awaited comeback, but 2020 finalist is out. Yeah, let me go how Mark McGowan with Fox Sports captured it. Two-time Australian Open champion, Kilo founder Naomi Osaka has landed in Melbourne ahead of her title defense as she prepares to end a 4-month tour hiatus. As I said, Osaka headlined the galaxy of tennis stars who lobbed into Sydney and Melbourne on charter flights on Tuesday, with tournaments to begin across the country this weekend. Imagine being on a charter flight. It's my dream one day to be on a charter flight. But their arrivals came as 2020 men's finalist Dominic Thiem announced his withdrawal from the 2022 season Open Slam as he's still recovering from wrist injury. Yeah. Thiem will instead start the season in the South American Clay Tournament. Yeah, he wrote on his Twitter feed. I won't read everything, so let me capture an insert of the first paragraph of what he tweeted on his Twitter platform. Dominic Thiem at Thiem Domi. Hi everyone, as you all know, I came back home to Australia to recover after the hard practice season I had in Dubai and a slight setback in my preparation. I'm now feeling well again. My wrist is in optimal condition and I'm practicing normally with a very good intensity. So others, you can go there and continue there. So obviously he has pulled out after the short holidays. My team and I have assessed all matters and we have decided to make some changes to my initial tournament schedule. I will start the season in South America at the Cordoba Open in Argentina and end of January, and therefore I will not play this year at the Australian Open in Melbourne. That's where I want to capture. He will not play in Melbourne, Australia. So quite a sad loss there for the tournament. But and coupled with the uncertainty regarding Novak Djokovic's participation because of his inability to declare his vaccination status regarding the COVID-19. Thiem lost the 2020 finals to Novak Djokovic, whose status for the tournament remains uncertain. Tennis Australia boss Craig Tiley organized for 17 charter flights, a number that could end up higher, to transport players and support staff from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Los Angeles, Santiago, Tokyo, and Singapore. Alex Zverev and 2021 Australian Open semi-finalist Stefanos Tsitsipas and Aslan Karasev were due to arrive in Sydney late on Tuesday night, while Matteo Berrettini and Coco Gauff came in earlier. Zverev, Tsitsipas, Karasev, and Berrettini are representing their respective countries in the Sydney-based ATP Cup, with matches starting on Saturday. Gauff caught another charter flight from Sydney to Adelaide for the WTA tournament, which begins on Sunday and includes Australia's world number one Ash Barty. They will all be subject to COVID-19 tests and must isolate in their accommodation until they return a negative result. Osaka tearfully announced after her third-round US Open defeat to Leila Annie Fernandez in September that she was taking an indefinite break from the sport to focus on her mental health. The 24-year-old hasn't been cited on tour since, but Melbourne has proven a happy hunting ground for her, including Grand Slam titles in 2019 and 2021. As you know, this is one of her babies. Of the 4 Grand Slam titles she's won, 2 in Australian Open, so she likes to be there. And this time she wouldn't. I don't know why she's not citing the excuse for media and interviews, because I don't know, maybe she's hopeful of getting something out of this. I feel like for me recently, I quote Naomi Osaka said, let me continue, the online article from Facts. I feel like for me recently, when I win, I don't feel happy. The former world number one said at the time. I feel more like a relief, and then when I lose, I feel very sad. I don't think that's normal. Osaka's much anticipated return to the court is a boost for the Australian Open, giving the likes of Karolina Pliskova, Serena Williams, Jennifer Brady, Karolina Muchova, and Bianca Andreescu are all out. So many stars have pulled out. Bianca Andreescu has also pulled out anyway. She's playing in one of the 2 WTA 250 events in Melbourne next week rather than the star-studded tournament in Adelaide, but will still come up against top 20 opposition. Joining the Japanese superstar in arriving on the charter flight from Los Angeles were American Mackenzie McDonald and Alison Risk, who reached the last 16 at last year's Australian Open. No withdrawals. Djokovic's status still unclear days before he's supposed to play in Sydney. Novak Djokovic is yet to withdraw from the ATP Cup days out from the event, according to Tennis Australia, despite reports claiming he will do just that. Djokovic's status for the year opening tournament in Sydney, as well as the Australian Open in Melbourne, remains uncertain, given his total lack of clarity around whether he had been vaccinated or not, as I indicated earlier on. Excuse me. His team told Serbian newspaper Blake he's 99% sure he won't play in the nation-based ATP Cup, where Serbia has only qualified because he's ranked world number one and will be severely outgunned if he doesn't play. But while Djokovic is set to travel to Australia just 3 days out from the tournament's first day of play, he's set to play Norway's Casper Ruud on January 1st. Still, Tennis Australia is still holding out hope the Serb will play. No withdrawals from Team Serbia. A TA spokesman, Tennis Australia spokesman, said Djokovic could win a record 21st Grand Slam title at the Australian Open, which starts on January 17th. But to enter, he and his members of his entourage will have to be vaccinated, and the 34-year-old has previously expressed his opposition to the vaccine. His father, Zedjan, said in late November that Djokovic will probably not play the Australian Open and accused the organizers of blackmail. The ATP has said 95 of the top 100 players in the world are vaccinated. Tennis star tests positive in Sydney as COVID chaos continues ahead of Aussie Open. Canadian star Denis Shapovalov, as I said, is the first international tennis star this summer to test positive for COVID-19 after arriving in Australia. News Corp reported on Thursday that world number 14, Shapovalov, was among the first players to enter the country ahead of his planned involvement in the ATP Cup in Sunday. But the 22-year-old revealed on social media on Sunday morning that he was the latest competitor from this month's Mubadala World Tennis Championship in Abu Dhabi test positive to the virus. Remember, Raducanu also tested positive while attending, about to engage Bencic in that tournament. Hi everyone, just wanted to, I quote from him, hi everyone, just wanted to update you that upon my arrival in Sydney, I tested positive for COVID. Shapovalov posted. I'm following all protocols, including isolation, and letting the people who have been in contact with know. Right now, I'm experiencing minor symptoms and look forward to getting back on the court when it is safe to do so. Thank you in advance for your support and wish you all a safe and happy holiday. Yeah, Shapovalov is now unlikely to be able to play in the ATP Cup, which begins on Saturday, or at least the start of the tournament, as he enters a minimum 10-day isolation period. But I hear they've reduced the isolation, or it's not applicable to every country, to 7 days or 6 days or so. Canada's first match is scheduled for next Sunday against the United States. It goes on and on and on, and so so many issues regarding the Australian Open. As I will give you I will be engaging with you viewers on the most engaging platform with respect to YouTube tennis analysis. Before I exit today's shows, if it happens to be your first time, please, it's very important, do well to hit the subscribe button, touch the notification bell, share the program to as many viewers as possible, smash the like button if you enjoy my presentation, and then comment to agree or disagree with me in the comment box down below. Thank you very much for the support you've been supporting the channel all this while. Cheers, I love you wherever you are. Bye-bye.